Hello. So I've just finished the 2.4 Wuthering Waves main story quest, and oh my god, this is most definitely one of the best gacha stories I've ever witnessed, I've ever listened and followed through. This story quest is incredibly good from start to finish. Our meeting with Lupa, the call it like flashbacks, quote unquote what happened and with Cartethia. But yeah, let's talk about it. So basically the story starts off we're trying to find Cartethia, so we go over to Septimont. And already once we enter Septimont and just meet a few people, the immense world building and of Septimont as well as this like warrior like culture is most definitely apparent because through the small interaction we have at the very beginning, we know exactly what this place is like. It's a warrior-based culture where there's big tournaments, and that's pretty much where people go to claim their glory. And I like how they just made it clear at the very beginning, so we know what we're going into, what kind of world we're going into. After that, we meet up with Lupa, and oh my god, Lupa is now definitely one of my most favorite characters, and I 100% want to pull her, even though she's not here. She's in the second half, but I'm most definitely gonna try to pull her with whatever funds I have left. She has like several illusions and pass with Cartathea, which like makes pretty much the entire story quest as well, like super mysterious, and it be like just raises questions, you know. Not only that, but Lupa herself is like has several metaphors, but I'll talk about that a little later. So after that, we essentially go over to the gladiator arenas. We fight in the tournament. We fight in like the prelims. Just some basic stuff, and then we go over to fight in like the semifinals and then finals. And throughout the entire time while we're fighting, as well as while we're resting, we get, like I said, illusions with her and Cartetia, but also with Cartetia fighting apparently some big Echo, which is like the main protector, not protector, but like a Echo icon for Septimont. And yeah, like I said, it just raises so many questions. But we also spend a bunch of time with Lupa, and I have to say there's so many like references to the outside world, and there's a ton of just like realism as well. It feels like it's a amazing reflection on real life. For example, Lupa herself is like a very well-renowned gladiator. Many people love her. She's basically a celebrity. However, how she got to that status is that she essentially joined an organization, a warrior like clan, if you will, and they helped her get into the spotlight, get into the matches, where then she fought and took the spotlight. So basically, if you think about it, Lupa is pretty much like an idol. If you think about it, she's an idol, or hell, even a VTuber, but like in real life, like as in like not behind a screen or something. And the reason I say that is because like throughout the entire like story, several people have like criticisms of her. There's a tons of fans who like support her, try to get her autograph and overwhelm her, like she's a celebrity. As well as just like the immense idol culture, she expresses how like she pretty much hates her the organization that she was in because she left because of just how like brutal it is, as well as like how terrible the main leader is. She does not like him at all, and overall, just us like an amazing metaphor for just celebrities and idols alike. So yeah. Also, one thing to note is that Rover, throughout the entire time, he's like getting these illusions while they're doing stuff. So like during battle, he's getting visions. I keep saying illusions, I mean visions. He keeps getting visions of like, for example, Cartathea doing stuff. And Rover, honestly, I can't believe he like maintains his composure the entire time. Like he's in battle, he sees a vision, and then once he's get out of the vision and like they've won the battle, he like keeps his composure. Because in the past, when he's had such visions, he would like crouch down and like he was had a headache or something, and he would like make it pretty obvious that something's wrong, you know. But this time around, when he's with Lupa, especially rather than most of the time, when he has visions, he basically once he's out of vision keeps his calm and does not like falter. So pretty much no one knows that he's gone through anything, that anything is wrong. And I think that is like a very subtle detail about Rover, but shows his immense growth. And that's I love that. It's all about the little details. It's all about the small things. But anyway, yeah, they basically win the finals, and they basically expose, like I said, her idol, quote unquote, culture, the warrior clan, because they've been like fixing games essentially to make it to rig the games, as well as like illegal betting on the games. So she like exposes them pretty much. And yeah, we also get to introduce a bunch of new characters, though to be honest, I'm really sad. We don't really get to meet many of them. Like, so we have a character named Booling. She appears like 2 times throughout this story. And let's just say she leaves more questions than answers when she comes to us. Because, yeah, she's pretty, like, I guess, lore important. From, or at least what she says is a lot lore important. Then of course we have Lupo. Spend pretty much the entire quest with her, which honestly I appreciate. I really love her. Amazing design, amazing voice acting, amazing characterization, and her past, and just everything about her. We also get introduced to Augusta, who is like the main leader and reigning champion, pretty much of of Septimont, as well as Iuno, who's like a priestess, apparently. So she's pretty much like the pretty much the emperor, you could say. She has like final say and everything. And I'm like 99% convinced Ino is into Rover. I'm 99% convinced that she wants him. Or her, whatever it is, wherever you play as. But yeah, that was pretty much like 2.4 story. Yeah, like I said, this story quest is amazing. Like throughout the entire thing. If you haven't played it already, well then you just been spoiled. Yeah, but like definitely go play it. And if you have, tell me your thoughts. How do you like it? You know, I'm guessing you pretty much liked it because me and pretty much almost everyone else loves this story quest. I think this is one of, if this either the second best or the no number one best story quest for WoWa. You know, 2.2 was such a hitter with Cartethia and Fleur de Lis up in the sky and with the Avenolium place. So that was like such a hitter, such amazing that I would put it above 2.4 actually. So yeah, this 2.4 Storycast would get a, yeah, second place. And I think the main reason is because it wasn't really a complete story in a way. Like it was a complete story, but it still leaves a lot of questions, a ton of more mystery. Because like one of the visions was less a vision, and we kind of visited and talked to Frolova a little bit, and she alluded to some very big plot that's happening, which we touched up and throughout the entire quest through the visions, but we haven't fully explored it. So we're gonna have to wait for the second part, you know, which is actually coming later this patch. So I cannot believe. So I guess it's just 2.4 part 1 of the story quest. Part 1 of 2.4. So yeah, I cannot wait for part 2. But yeah, pretty much 2.4 in part 1 leaves a lot of questions, a lot of mysteries, and while like that's nice to end on a like mini cliffhanger, I still had to put it under 2.2 main story quest because that was just a lot. That was amazing. It was like a full, complete story as well, which I really love and appreciate. I'm not the biggest fan of cliffhangers. I like them, but I like cliffhangers that then you can immediately go into the next story quest, which we can in a moment. That's fine. We only have to wait like 2-ish weeks. But yeah, that's just my opinion on the quest. Yeah, drop a comment detailing how you like the story quest. Please subscribe, leave a like, and all that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.